So hi, this is Saved Sinner Seren Wild, and basically I'm taking this really super bad quality video because I'm still having storage issues on my phone, and so now I'm using my computer, and my computer has a crappy camera, but you have to use what you can, and so I'm here to talk about. I was just watching the video where my friend talked about how I was going to die, and we thought I was. We definitely thought I was going to die, and for really good reasons. And honestly, nobody really knows why I didn't. All those okay, so the diverticula, that's like little ticking time bombs. They can sit around for a while, and if they explode, oh, you're toast. With diverticula in my small intestine and my large intestine, if I ever have diverticulitis, I'll have a really bad day. Maybe not eat, maybe not survive. So that's bad. What's more important is the bradycardia issues, and especially the lung issues. 7 millimeter nodule. Well, you think millimeter, that's not much. Well, a centimeter is 10 millimeters, and that's only 3 millimeters more than 7 millimeters. So really, that's almost a centimeter. So if you had a chest X-ray and literally had 1 centimeter of anything in your lung, you'd freak. I mean, something really bad is wrong with your lung. What the heck is that 1 centimeter thing in my lung? And whatever put that there, obviously it's bad. And the interesting thing, I'm playing with my hair. The interesting thing is my friend died. My friend who wrote that, he died. And I was watching and just like, oh, I miss him. And he died and I lived. That's a freaky thing. And, it was really very much a, like he said in the video, if the engine goes and the brakes go and the transmission goes, you buy a new car. And I had a job, I was writing, and I had to quit my job, and I was very sick for a long time. And one day, I just felt like it was it. It was my last day, and I've been suicidal a lot. Okay, I've been a lot suicidal. I have 3 suicide attempts to my name. 2 of them I ended up in ICU, and a lot of hospitalizations because I felt like I was suicidal and I was going to die. And this wasn't suicidal. This was, I'm tired. I'm tired. It's 10 o'clock and time for bed from life. Time to go to bed. And that day I called a friend who is in death care, and I said, I think this is it. I really think this is it. This is my last day. And he said, if that's how you feel, then maybe it is. And I'm going to tell what happened next. It's so weird. I was home, and this is so weird. I was home, and I felt like I was going to die, and I literally lay there and had visions of Jesus, and at the pleading for me at the judgment, and I was messaging with a pastor friend who was praying for me. And I wasn't crazy. We were going back and forth, and he's praying for me, and I really think this is it. And it wasn't just me and my pastor friend. There were other friends that day. Like, they felt a disturbance in the forest, like around 5 o'clock. All this went down, and they're like, wow, something really big is going down. They didn't know until later what was going on. And all this spiritual stuff. And I'm like, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is my last day. And then I obviously didn't die. I'm like, wow, I didn't die. I literally didn't die. And I started getting better. And Jesus was like, I hope you're not mad at me that I spared your life. I hope you can live with the fact that I did not take your life and let you live. Okay, Lord. And I wrote about it on my blog that the Lord changes his mind. There was there's the spiritual issues, and they got solved, and then I was going to live, and I did live. And I had some recent work done, regarding some of the health issues I had, and I'm getting better. I'm actually getting better. And I lived, and it was really very much a crapshoot that I would live. When stuff goes wrong with your heart and stuff goes wrong with your lungs, and you got intestines full of diverticula, and kidney stones too. It's just wow, everything blew up at once. The odds look very bad. And at the time, Jesus said, "Yep, you're done. You're done." And I want to talk about that too. I wrote about that. Is Seren gonna die, Lord? Is there any biblical precedence for this? And there is. There was a king named Hezekiah. And the prophet Isaiah came to King Hezekiah and said, "Dude, you're going to die." And when the prophet of God comes to you and says, "Dude, you're going to die," well, you believe him because he's the prophet of God. He's the prophet Isaiah. And what Hezekiah did, and Hezekiah was a good king. What Hezekiah then did, he just said, he cried, and he said, "Remember, O Lord, all the stuff I did for you." And the Lord, who had literally just sent Isaiah, the prophet, the major prophet, the Bible, just sent Isaiah, and Isaiah hadn't even left the palace. And the word of the Lord came to Isaiah and said, "Go back and tell Hezekiah he's not going to die. I'll add him 15 more years to his life." And then Hezekiah asked for a sign. I need to know. And so the Lord made the sundial go backwards in degrees. And he said, "Oh, I'm going to live." And then Isaiah said, "Prepare a poultice of figs." And Hezekiah recovered. And in addition to Hezekiah living, then there was a bad king after them called Sennacherib. I think this is the one. And Sennacherib was like, "I'm Sennacherib, and I'm so cool. I'm gonna waste you, Israel. I'm so cool, and I'm so hot. I'm too cool for school. I'm gonna waste all you, And the Lord came back and said, "I am the Lord, and Sennacherib, you are nothing," and blah, blah, and a little, And what did the people do? And so Sennacherib was like, "I'm Sennacherib," and the Lord was like, "I am the Lord." And what did the people do? I think this is the one. When they trusted in the Lord, they went to sleep. And this really, really epic thing, they woke up to like a valley full of corpses, while they were asleep. And they just go to sleep. I got this. And then there was 185,000 dead people in the valley. And the Lord caused all the whole enemy army to kill each other the whole night. And the people just went to sleep and woke up. Massive cleanup job. 185,000 corpses in the valley. This is all really in the Bible. Sometimes I think the Bible is the never-ending story. But that's a precedent. That's a huge precedent that the actual prophet of the Lord went to Hezekiah and said, "Dude, you're gonna die." And Hezekiah said, "I don't want to die." And the word of the Lord came to Isaiah before Isaiah even left the palace and said, "Go tell Hezekiah he's not going to die." And Hezekiah lived 15 more years, and there was a valley full of corpses. And sometimes the Lord does stuff like that. And it is in the Bible. And so I lived, and my friend who helped me write that, he's dead. And you just really never know what's going to happen. And, I'm now expecting to basically, live out my life. And I think prognosis is good, and you just never know how life is going to turn out. Fair enough.